would y'all believe me if I told you that Aldi has put together a $40 Thanksgiving meal? Well, they did. And Aldi, you looking like the people's champ this year for Thanksgiving, because a lot of people have been thinking, how am I going to be able to afford Thanksgiving this year with the prices of everything being so high and a lot of people's pockets looking a little low? And this is actually the Aldi website, and it says here, host Thanksgiving for 10 for just $40. So it's saying here, essentially, you probably be able to feed about 10 people for $40. This might be a great option for a lot of people struggling, which is why I need you guys to share this video and like, so it can get to the people who might need this information and find it valuable. Now, it says here, Thanksgiving is all about gathering with loved ones. And Aldi is here to help you set a full table without stretching your budget. And y'all know I like a good budget. Now, it says, get your main dishes, sides, drinks, and desserts, all at prices that make you grateful before you take your first bite. And I know what y'all are thinking, Symone, what is on this list? Look, y'all, it's a whole list right here on the Aldi website. It got a whole turkey even. We got some marshmallows. We got canned pumpkins. We got some stuffing. We got cranberries, and they even put on there some sweet potatoes, which I love, by the way. And all products for this feast for 10 it's 24 items. And y'all can even look here on the website. They have the prices listed for everything. Very inexpensive. Now, the only thing about this is it seems like you got to go buy the items individually. It doesn't come in one kit. However, I was hearing on social media that this kit is actually cheaper than it was last year. Now, when they say deal, this is what we mean. And speaking of TikTok, I just had to see what everybody online was saying about this $40 meal deal at Aldi. And I need to know in the comments, do y'all say Aldi or do you say Aldi? Because everybody seems to say it different, depending on where you're from. Don't come for how I'm saying it. I'm trying to give you the information.
And just when you think Aldi's can't get any better, look at this. They have a Thanksgiving meal deal for only $40. And get this, it's $7 less than it was last year. Now, who you know out here deflating prices? They say this is supposed to feed 10 people. $40 for 10 people in this economy? Not that bad. Yeah. See, Aldi is for the people. They say this Thanksgiving, no household shall starve. They making sure everybody has the access to an affordable Thanksgiving. Now, I did some rough calculations. It might be a little off, but if you're looking at it, it's 21 items. So basically $1 or $2 per item. You do got to do a little cooking. You do got to do a little bit of cooking. But guess what? If this ain't enough, you can always add stuff to it and doctor it up. Because I guarantee you add another $10, $15 to this can be all the way gourmet. I don't know. I might check this out this year. I might do a little review for the people. See how good it is. See, I knew I like Aldi. They got a little bit of soul left. Just a little bit.
The only thing about Aldi, if you've never been, I need to let y'all know, they don't be giving bags. You might leave with a cart full of stuff. You be good if you go in there with some boxes, really, and put everything in some boxes or bring your own bags or something like that. And I ain't been in a while, but do they still have it to where you got to put the quarter in the thing in order to even get the cart thing from outside? For those of y'all who know, you know. Aldi is not Walmart. Well, shoot, Walmart ain't even Walmart no more because they're not even bagging stuff up. But they're not going to give you that whole experience of like, hey, somebody's bagging up my groceries. They're going to ring you up and get you up out of there. And you on your own after that with all that stuff you buy. Don't say I didn't warn you. But this meal seems like it could be a good option for a lot of people. And they got some good stuff at Aldi, especially if you're trying to save money. They got a lot of off-brand stuff. Now, what I want to look at is these comments because I'm seeing a picture of somebody who made the meal last year, but somebody above says they love Aldi. And this is the picture from the person who made the Aldi meal last year. How things looking? I need a plate. Is that macaroni? Your macaroni look good. You did that. Oh, and she got some sweet potatoes. Oh my gosh, my favorite pastime. That do look good. Yeah, that looks good. Now, why y'all posting this stuff in the comments and y'all ain't give me no invite? It's okay. Somebody here said, well, dang, with the Cat Williams face. And somebody here is saying exactly what I was just saying a minute ago. Let me grab my quarter and head over to Aldi. Because if you know, you know. You ain't getting that cart. Somebody here is saying Aldi doing God's work. I'm actually glad to see that there is an affordable option for a lot of people right now because many people are talking about skipping holidays and stuff like that, which if they want to do that, fine. I understand completely. But there are a lot of people who do generally like to participate in these holidays as their own tradition, and due to prices, they're probably cutting back. So it is good to see a grocery store accommodate people within a good price range. And somebody else said Costco is looking out too. I need to see, are they? Y'all comment down below. You know who else I heard was doing something similar? Walmart. But I gotta do some more research on that. I've been seeing Aldi all through my timeline.
The viral Aldi's holiday meal, 21 items. It was $39.66. I had to make like 2 substitutes. I'll show you which ones. Mini marshmallows. These were 95 cents.
Y'all, this is a lot of food. Okay, I wanted to see somebody who bought it because I'm a visual person. She got a good amount of groceries.
Spin rolls for $1.99, which were like $1.65, I believe. Sweet potatoes, 3 pounds of sweet potatoes, $1.95. Potatoes, these were $4.69. This was probably, I think the rest of the potatoes were like $1.95, I think. I also got regular carrots because we don't really like the little baby carrots, and so we like to peel our own, and then that way we have more anyway. So these were, what were these? $1.69. Our 13-pound turkey was $10.05. Cornbread stuffing for 95 cents. Baby for 29 cents. We upgraded on the mac and cheese for $2.19. There was a cheaper version. We're going to try this one out, though. I'll be honest with you, I'm not a big macaroni person, but my husband loves macaroni and he's bomb at making it too. So 99 cents on the broth. You could do vegetable, beef, or chicken. I just got the chicken broth. I did have to substitute the poultry chicken or the poultry seasonings because they didn't have none, but I was able to get 2 different seasonings. I got a lemon pepper and a pumpkin pie, whatever it's called, pumpkin pie spice. It did not have the pumpkin puree, so I went ahead and I got an full pie filling. This was 99 cents, and the pumpkin was $1.99. So lemon pepper 99, this one was $1.99. For $3, I got 2 spices. I got this one for $1.95, so I'm gonna make a pie.
Wow.
An apple pie. Cream and mushroom soup for 70 cents. Evaporated milk for 95 cents. 2 cans of French-style green beans for $1, 50 cents each. French fried onions for $1.79. This all came out to $39.66 for 21 items.
I think she did an amazing job. And I also thought the substitution for the apple filling, chef's kiss, because I love me a good apple pie. Now, if you do too, put it in the comments. And y'all showing all this food and ain't inviting nobody. Okay, all right. But this is a good amount of food, don't y'all think? If you don't think so, or if you do think so, let me know down below. Would this feed your family? It says family or serves 10 people. I think this could feed about 10 people once it's cooked because, you know, stuff be expanding and stuff. But at bare minimum, I would say this is a good start, don't you think? $40 for all of that, and she got the turkey for $10. And somebody here in the comments is saying, meanwhile, you go to McDonald's and your order comes up to $50+. And you know what? McDonald's, not y'all catching strays for Thanksgiving. To be fair, I heard McDonald's lowered their prices. I don't know how true it is because I don't eat there. I don't know what y'all putting in them hamburgers. Do you hear me? This is an interesting comment. Somebody here is saying, crying because my Aldi isn't doing this. And somebody else underneath is saying, are you sure it's a thing that they do every year? And then they replied saying, yeah, they said we could go through the regular aisles and find stuff, but there are no guarantees whether it will be under $40. And it says here that the website says prices will vary by location and etc. And they are saying here at my location, they cater to a more high-end, let's say, customer base. So I don't know if that's why. That's interesting. I need to go look on the website. Let me go look it up real quick. Y'all, I had to go look for that fine print. And it says here, prices assumes a purchase of ingredients for a meal for 10 people, including a 14-pound turkey, rolls, cranberry sauce, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes and gravy, sweet potato casserole, green bean casserole, stuffing, and pumpkin pie. Based on prices effective 10/15, so October 15th, 2025 to December 24th, 2025. And it says here in the fine print, actual price will vary based on available products and your selections. So maybe that's what she meant, but I didn't see anything here saying that, you know, at certain locations, they're not honoring it. As far as the website goes, this is what they're posting as far as the prices. Maybe you have to actually log in and put in your zip code. I'm not 100% sure, but I hope prices are the same everywhere. And let me find out that y'all done found the cheat code in the comments. Somebody here is saying, I stopped doing all of my grocery shopping at Walmart and Crest, and now I buy almost all of my grocery from Aldi. I was spending $400 to $500 a week on groceries, and now I spend $250 because of how cheap Aldi is. You know what, Aldi, I might gotta pull up. These groceries have been getting out of control. Unfortunately, I don't live near one, but for $250, Might have to go out the way. And I'm assuming she's saying that because maybe she got a larger family. If you can go from spending $400 to $500 to spending $250, that is half of what you were spending going to the other grocery store. Just saying.
It does not get any better than Aldi. I heard you can spend $40 and feed 10 people for Thanksgiving. I'm going to go in and I'm going to show you how to do it. Let's go. Here we go with the turkey, $10.94. A bag of sweet potatoes is $5.95. Yellow onions are $1.65. 10-pound bag of russet potatoes are $3.25. These Hawaiian rolls are $1.99. Baby carrots are 89 cents. Got celery for 95 cents. Whipped topping is 99 cents. Chicken broth is $1.39. Cream of mushroom is 69 cents. These cut green beans are 50 cents each. You need 2 of these. Mac and cheese is $1.19, and you need 2 of these. Chicken stuffing mix is $1.19, and you need 2 of them. Correction, only 79 cents each. You need 3 of these brown gravy mix, and they are 29 cents each. You need this poultry seasoning, it's $1.19. You're gonna need 1 of these, and it's $1.79. A can of this, and it's $1.09. Need some evaporated milk, and it's 95 cents. Need this pie crust, it's $1.25. Need mini marshmallows, and they are 95 cents. If you made it all the way through, here is the total, $37.24, I think is what it is. And yeah, under $40 will feed a family of 10.
So I wanted to just show the proof that the Aldi prices are what they are. Aldi. I keep saying it different throughout this video. Y'all know what I mean. And hers was actually cheaper than the last lady's. And I think she went actually according to the list and got everything on there. So that ended up being $37.
As a kid that grew up incredibly poor, I remember Thanksgiving being spent at hotels. We would bring in luggage like we had stayed there for the holiday and then go and eat their continental like holiday breakfast. And I would go ham on the waffle maker. Like I always wanted to have waffles. I don't know what it was as a kid. I was just so obsessed with the idea of like waffles, meaning like we've made it maybe, but I would make so many waffles and I would get turkey and it was just like everything, right? And that was my childhood. I didn't really have a full Thanksgiving until my mother had eventually remarried. But you don't have to do that. And I don't want anyone's child to ever have to be hungry because I grew up hungry a lot. And it's something that I will cry real easy over. But because of that, I just want to be the announcement that Aldi has Thanksgiving dinner for under $40 and I'm not getting paid to share that. I just genuinely don't want anyone to go hungry.
Yeah. And this has been the reaction from a lot of people online. And I know there are going to be a group of people like, well, some of that food is processed. It's just like last year when, we were showing the Dollar Tree Thanksgiving dinner and a lot of people had a lot of negative comments to say. And you know what? I kind of was like, wow, we can still find a way to be upset about people who can't afford to eat and are resorting to Dollar Tree. I think I just said Dollar General a minute ago, but it was Dollar Tree. They were going to Dollar Tree trying to make Thanksgiving meals. And people were like, oh, this is unhealthy and blah, blah. And I'm like, I can understand if you have the resources to do things, but I think a lot of people forget that a lot of people don't have the resources to go get fresh food or to go get organic food, or they even may live in a food pantry. Sometimes all you have is a Dollar General or a Dollar Tree. Some people live miles, like 20, 30 miles away from a grocery store. A lot of grocery stores actually close down in a lot of communities where there are people that live there in low income. I don't know if people know this though. And trust me, I'm all for fresh food or eating the best you can, but sometimes that's just not an option. And I think the best thing you can do is be aware and give people options that they can do. Maybe it's not something that you would do. You may look at this video and say to yourself, I'm not going to Aldi. I'm not eating processed foods. I'm not getting any of that. But somewhere somebody is looking at this video and they're like, wow, this is great for me. This would make and mean the world to me and my family. And I think that we need to just be a little bit more understanding of other people's situations because everyone is not in the same financial situation as the next person. And that's okay. Sometimes you got to meet people where they are and give them their options. And she said here, again, nobody, especially children, deserve to be hungry. I'll always advocate for feeding people as a kid that grew up hungry and sometimes stealing food because I didn't want my mom to spend what little we had. Every kid deserves their waffles. And thank you so much to Aldi for providing accessibility. You're my number one place to get groceries still to this day. And that's really what it's about, y'all. People being able to access what they can. I have nothing against people who shop at Trader Joe's, Whole Foods, Sprouts, Publix, H-E-B, wherever you get your groceries. But this is right up somebody's alley. And additionally, I thought her hair was cute and I just had to add that. Now, I thought this would be a perfect video to follow up for that last video we just talked about because it says here, Aldi Thanksgiving meal bioengineered food. Now, I want to see what she's talking about.
So everybody raised concern in my Aldi video about bioengineered food at Aldi. Aldi is doing a Thanksgiving meal. It feeds 10 people for $40. Do you guys know what bioengineered food is? I'm going to put it here on the screen.
What are we looking at?
Now, did you also know that 70 to 80% of the food supply here in the United States is made with bioengineered ingredients? 70 to 80%. So no matter what store you walk into, whether it be a Walmart, an Aldi, a ShopRite, Lidl, Wegmans, Food Savers, wherever you're going to do your grocery shopping, you're most likely buying bioengineered food products. 70 to 80%. Unless every single thing you're eating is certified organic non-GMO, which is highly unlikely. I don't know why you guys are complaining about Aldi's food. Our family eats Aldi food. We're perfectly healthy. We don't get sick off of it. There's nothing wrong with it. I was just trying to share a good meal deal for the people that are having a hard time affording things like a traditional Thanksgiving dinner.
I went to her page and I looked at the video where she was talking about Aldi and she was just showing her gratitude for them offering a Thanksgiving meal. And the reason I'm saying that is because I'm looking at the comments and I don't even want to show them because I'm not sure what the heck is happening. But I do want to know, do y'all agree with the whole everything is bioengineered thing that she was saying? And I also want to say this, you can shop at Aldi and not get the processed foods that a lot of people might feel like, hey, I don't want to get that. Okay, maybe you can just get the carrots or you can get the turkey. Aldi does have fruits and vegetables too. They have eggs. They have all the fresh stuff that's in a grocery store, they have it. They ain't got no bags for you and you need to bring that a quarter, but you can make healthier selections as far as your groceries go for your Thanksgiving meal and just in general shopping at Aldi. And I just want to say that to encourage people, not to shame anybody for eating the other stuff either, but it is an option.
I wanted to get on here and answer some of the questions that I had in the video that I made about the Aldi's $40 Thanksgiving dinner. Now, the first question was, people were wanting to know if this came in a kit. And from reading, it states that it is not coming in a kit. You will have to purchase the items individually, okay? Last year it was a kit. This year it is not a kit. Oh, another question that I had was, when does this deal start? The deal is running from October the 15th through December the 24th. Another question that I had is, does it come with recipes? I did not read anything stating that it came with any type of recipe. Me either. Do you have to pre-order? Now, it did not state that you had to pre-order, but again, you do have to go into the store to either purchase those items individually or you can order them online. Mm-hmm. Now, they also mentioned that if you do purchase these items online, you have to know that it's probably going to be, the price is going to be different. So it could be higher, right? Mm-hmm. But again, you are purchasing those items individually yourself. You can add items, you can, take off items. It is up to you. You can change it up however you want to, but you got to know that if you do that, it's probably going to change your price. Mm. I also wanted to mention that there is a list. So just Google it. You should be able to find the list. As long as you stick with that list of items that I mentioned, you should be able to get your items for $40. That is the $40 Aldi's Thanksgiving meal. This meal is supposed to feed up to 10 people. Okay. So that is, again, a great deal for anybody that's interested in this deal. Definitely check it out.
Yeah, I agree. And I also need to look into the Walmart one. And after going through some of these comments, people were talking about Costco. Costco, what you got for the people? Now, I already seen Walmart's. They had a kit and it looked like it was already like put together. So I don't know if they trying to compete with Aldi about this Thanksgiving, this $40 Thanksgiving meal, but Walmart said, I want a piece of the pie, obviously. It's giving jealous, Walmart. I'm just going to be honest. I'm not even mad at you from a business perspective, though, because you're trying to compete in the market. And they said, hey, we know y'all finna go out and go buy some turkey and get your spread ready for the family. I get it. But I want to know down below, is this something that you would be interested in or somebody that you know? And if so, I need y'all to share this, like this up, and get this video to the people who need to see it, because a lot of people are struggling this year as far as Thanksgiving and the holiday season coming up. Pockets is looking a little tight. And if you made this meal last year, comment down below, how was it? And what do you guys think of this price? I think it's a very good, affordable option for a lot of people right now, especially in today's economy. But we got to start making better decisions today in order to have a better future.